well. So Path's student success is due in part by the support of the family and friends. I would like to welcome Mr. Rene Enriquez, who is speaking today on behalf of the parents of our Path's graduates.
First, I'm going to start off with a big howdy.
Howdy!
Paths to Success is the title of just a few words that I wanted to share. And why success is because colleges and universities and higher education are very, very focused on success. And what does it mean? Not just the graduation, but being able to recruit the top talent. And you, students, are the top talent, okay? So, just like another tradition that we have here at A&M, which is the Aggie Yell Leaders. And we don't have cheerleaders, we have yell leaders. And we don't have pep rallies, we have yell practice. And so they often start off by saying, I got a little story for you, Aggies. So today I've got a little story to share with you. It starts off about 20-some years ago. It's 23 years, in fact. Alyssa was born an Aggie. And within a couple of years, I was finishing up school. That was about 21 years ago. And there you see she was very much on the campus of A&M from a very young age in diapers. She was also just growing up regularly, coming up to football games and being able to witness corps march-ins. I like the picture on the top right. That is Erica, who is a student here right now, the youngest of that family. All of her older siblings have already completed as Aggies here as well. And so it's been awesome for her to be able to be here the same time throughout this whole year and spending the same time with Alyssa and participating and taking her around. One of the things that growing up, Alyssa wanted to do so many different things. And oftentimes as parents, we put limitations on ourselves, our friends, our family, even our kids. And I didn't know, there was lots of uncertainties when Alyssa was born, to be honest with you. I didn't know what she would be able to accomplish. I had a lot of faith in God, but I just didn't know how that was going to happen. I had no idea that she would be where she's at today. She wanted to dance as a little girl all the time, and I didn't know how to tell her, I'm not sure how that's going to happen. But my wife checked into it, and one thing led to the next, and here you have pictures of her having been participating with all kinds of different little dance companies and dance studios. The other tough thing was once she started growing up, she wanted more. She wanted to be a cheerleader in high school. I didn't know how to say, I don't think that's going to happen. It's just really hard to be able to say no to your kid. But again, through the help of teachers, one asked another, another asked another, and they asked a cheerleading sponsor at Pearland High School if she'd be willing to let her try out. And sure enough, we got a call back for that to happen. Pictures tell the rest. Moving on from high school, so she graduated here with one of her best friends, Jenny, who's also here as a student, graduating with her. They were roommates together this whole year. It's been an awesome time going through the whole process together with Jenny and with Jenny's parents. So I have Paz to thank for that. Paz, post-secondary access and training in human services. Post-secondary being anything beyond high school, all the higher education. Access being an opportunity for education. Training, being able to train them up in some kind of a skill set, including independent living, so that they can live on their own, gain a skill to be able to work in some industry or local business, helping out. For human services, to be able to serve other humans. This was interview day. I have Alyssa there with Dr. Greenwells, and she's signing the paperwork. And of course, I took the picture of Alyssa and Jenny here. Sorry. So, a few days later, we got a letter, so I read it to Alyssa. Again, these are just dreams that we couldn't imagine when she was 2, 3, and 4, and she was asking about wanting to dance, wanting to be a cheerleader. And quite frankly, she used to ask about going to college. I didn't think that was going to happen. But thanks to you all, it happened. This was move-in day. This word speaks volumes to me because, again, we had dreams of her maybe living on her own with her friends, Jenny, a lot of her best friends back home, but we didn't know how. How is that going to happen? This speaks to how ready Alyssa is to move in on her own, unpacking in the dorm room last summer. This is some of my family who was here to drop her off and send her off. And of course, Mom did on that moving day with her. This was part of the orientation, getting to ride a bus. And I say 20 years riding, quite honestly, Alyssa was riding a bus at the age of 3. Early childhood intervention, we got her involved, and we're just trying to help her to do the best that she could, to develop the best that she could. And they suggested getting into school already at 3, and we did it. I'll never forget the school bus picking her up in the front of the house at 3 years old. And of course, Mom and I are losing it. She just like you see here, and just like you saw her unpacking her stuff, she was gone. She loved it. Throughout this year, she's developed some awesome friendships. It didn't take long at all for Alyssa and Jenny to form an awesome bond with Paula and all the rest of them. Friendships at the parent level as well. It's just been a great opportunity throughout this whole year. She experienced family visits. Family down on the right is my aunt and cousin from California that came at Thanksgiving time and got to visit her here on campus. Marcus and Erica here visiting her during a game day. Almost wrapping up here, I just wanted to say a special thank you, not just to you, but also to the educators throughout her secondary years, junior high, even as early as elementary. Ms. Robinson was a paraprofessional helping her out since elementary, I remember, and so was Ms. Taylor. And they continued throughout the entire time. And forgive me, Ms. Taylor, for forgetting your newly wedded last name. But in any case, Mrs. Morris, Jenny's mom, was also one of the assistants, along with Ms. Taylor. And without you all, I just feel like Alyssa wouldn't be where she's at. Y'all did an incredible job, Ms. Taylor. And I owe you all a heck of a lot. This is a final picture. Thank you, Erica, for taking these pictures. Beautiful. And again, I can't express, I just feel completely indebted to Dr. Ben Wills, Roberts, and the entire staff of the PADS program for, again, fulfilling a dream that really, I couldn't even imagine, really, some 23 years ago. But we did it, and along with all of you all, congratulations to you all. I'm so excited to hear all the next steps that you all have. One of her friends, Alyssa's friends, is Joanna, and I'm excited to hear she's moving on. She said she's going to go to Blinn here in the next semester. And that is incredible. These are awesome stories. And again, we have you all to thank for that, for developing them and moving on to the next step. That is success. That's paths to success. Thank you.